Ready, set, go!
Yeah, whole team on the loose. Kick it up like Kung Fu. Untamed, yeah, cool. Running plays like who knew. Hella fast when I slide through. You would've thought we was in a zoo. Engine roar like a lion do. Daredevil, I'm a damn fool. Switching lanes, hanging out the roof. Tires screech when I bend the corner. All you see is a big poof. Then I'm leaving my initials. Street marks, I'm official. Taking off like a missile. You can hear the wind whistle.
Yeah, I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready. Hey, yeah, I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready. Ready, set, go! 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 Ready, set, go! 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 Yeah, ready, set, go!
Get into it like pronto, get hit with a combo. Do a large, real jumbo, so dirty like gumbo. Big money in a two-seater, hair blowing, you see her. I got her, you need her. Never would I wanna be and I've been grinding all of my life. Now look at my sights, mile high, I'm fly. Ride till I die. Look how I arrive, like the president inside. See the look in their eyes.
I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready. Yeah, I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready. Ready, set, go!
Ready, set, go, let's go. Go, on your mark, go. Yeah,
ready, set, go!
ready, set, go. On your mark, go, let's go. Go, let's
Ready, set, go!
Yeah, and you know I like big coupes. Two-seater with the missing roof. Run the meter to a king bull. I'm the best, got them all mute. Break the bank, talking big loot. Business talk, making big moves. Full tank, no I can't lose. Left them in the dust confused. All I ever did was break rules. Full throttle, I don't like cruise. Guess I got a couple screws loose. Son devil, I'm a damn fool. Ain't no telling what I might do. Taking off like a missile. Street marks, I'm official.
Yeah, I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready. Hey, yeah, I don't think they ready. I don't really think they want it. I don't think they ready. Ready, set, go!
Ready, set, go, let's go. Go, on your mark, go. Yeah,
Ready, set, go!
ready, set, go. On your mark, go, let's go. Go, let's go.
Ready, set, go! 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 Ready, set, go! 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 Ready, set, go! Go! Ready, set, go!
All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Ward Radio live stream. I am your host, Cardon Ellis, and today I am joined in the studio by none other than Luke Hanson from Doctrine and Governance. And today we're actually going to be giving you all a little bit of a tour, shall we say, through the brave new world of none other than Christian YouTube. This is your, quote, Mormon guide to Christian YouTube. And we've actually been doing a lot lately. I think we actually just rubbed shoulders in the past 6 weeks, maybe, with pretty much everybody on this list except for Mark Driscoll, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see.
Right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and Alex O'Connor.
Okay.
And Alex,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Awesome. So anyway, yeah, we've forayed into the world of Christian YouTube now, and we're going to take you all on a little expedition. We see them out in the wild. We're going to tell you which species are dangerous, which species are docile. And our guide is going to be one Luke Hanson, the brave Safari King. St. Luke. Awesome. Okay, so hey, let's just dive right in, and we're going to do this in the fun way, which we always do.
Of course.
So we've got, of course, an A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier all ready for you. Mm-hmm. We're going to see who's S tier, who's not. By the way, why is it called S tier?
Like the supreme tier.
Okay.
Some weird noises going on.
That's all right. It's my computer. Now there's just a fan going on my computer. If it continues, I'll just have to investigate, but it usually slows down after a while. So yeah, hit us, bro. Just give us a foray in here and tell us what Christian YouTubers are A tier, B tier, S tier, so on and so forth.
Yeah, so
just dive right in, bro.
Let me just give you the list that we're going to be talking about here, and then if people have strong recommendations one way or another, they can throw it in the comments before we rank these guys. So we got Jared Smith, heliocentric. We got Cliff Knechtle.
Okay.
We got Matt Frad.
Okay,
Catholic.
Isn't it Cliff Knechtle?
I think so.
Everybody just says
it just
Knechtle.
it just looks like it says Knechtle.
Okay,
We got
cool.
Matt Frad. We got Trent Horn. We got Mark Driscoll. We got God Logic. Capturing Christianity. Shawn McDowell. Inspiring Philosophy. Joe Heschmeyer in Shameless Popery. Gavin Ortlund. Ruslan KD. Alex O'Connor. And Mr. Mike Winger. Or should I say Pastor Mike Winger. So those are going to be our peoples today. And we are going to rank them on this here tier list. So who should we start with?
Okay, well, I just see on top we got Jared Smith, Christian YouTubers. Okay, now hold on a second. Jared Smith,
Yes, so
he's tech. This is a little bit okay.
YouTubers
Yeah.
who deal with Christianity,
Okay,
whose
that's-
channels are around Christian content.
And the truth is, we just went to the Bless God Summit with Ruslan and Jared Smith. Though he is an atheist, Jared Smith is actually an atheist YouTuber. You guys actually might recognize him as the YouTuber that runs the channel Heliocentric, which I found out is actually based off of a heavy metal band that he actually used to run with, or actually run himself recently. And great guy. Did he or did he not give the most spiritually compelling?
He did. He did.
Okay.
And he's what the youths like to call, well, not the youths, the millennials like to call vulnerable. in his
authentic.
episode. Yes, and very
Vulnerable
authentic.
and authentic. Okay.
And his shtick is, his YouTube channel is the Atheist Church Audit. So he'll go around to a variety of different churches and just give his opinions as kind of a honest atheist, not looking to bash, but
Okay.
just to understand, appreciate the good, and then call out anything that he thinks is not good about each particular religion. We actually reacted to his Book of Mormon analysis, gave him some critiques on his take on the Book of Mormon, and he actually joined you and Jacob Hanson on the cruise,
That's true.
on the Wave Maker cruise.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
2
So
months ago.
then where do we go?
So
Where do
I
we go?
suggest,
Where do
so
we put
here's
him?
what I'm doing. I am not ranking them by entertainment. I'm not necessarily ranking them by information, but I am ranking them by, if you're looking for Latter-day Saint, not content about Latter-day Saints, but content of interest and of value to Latter-day Saints.
Okay.
That's how we're ranking this. So
All
for
right.
Jared, I'm actually going to propose that we put Jared's heliocentric channel in the B tier.
In the
He's got
B
some
tier.
He's got some solid stuff.
Well, he's also not Christian, so he obviously can't be in the top,
No.
right?
I
In all
Alex
fairness,
O'Connor,
right?
you might be surprised where I put Alex O'Connor.
Okay.
But I'm going to propose B tier because it's very solid, and it's good to see things from that perspective that he has, and he's doing it as an honest actor, but a number of the videos won't really be relevant to you as a Latter-day Saint. So
okay.
for that reason, I will suggest a B tier for him. How does that sound to you, Cardon?
Okay, so we're putting him in. He's right here. We put him in the B tier. So S
You can
tier is
just drag
higher
and
than
drop.
A tier.
You can just drag and drop the photo.
You know, it's weird.
That's how this
it
works.
wasn't. Yeah, it's not letting me for
Really?
some reason. Yeah, look, I'm double clicking and it's not letting me. I don't know. I'll be
You know,
working
I
on
wonder.
this.
Yeah. Let me see if I do it. If it
Yeah,
shows
I
up
think
on yours.
you have to do it.
Does it show up on yours now?
Let me press refresh.
Oh, and there he is.
There he is.
Okay, I'm the one
Okay.
doing this then.
You're
I'm
the one
driving this
doing
boat.
this, yes.
All
Okay.
right. All right, so that is Jared Smith, heliocentric. Do we have any comments from people on that? I do not think so.
No, okay, keep going. No,
All
well,
right.
people will comment as they come along.
Who
They'll
should we do
comment.
next? Should we jump to the Catholics now? Should we do Mr. Matt Frad?
Well, yeah, we don't have to go in order. So actually, let's just pick a number. Let's just see who has a number to pick here. In fact, I'm going to let somebody in the chat choose who we do next. Okay, chat. The first person to put a number between 1 and 12 is going to be the one that gets to choose which one we are doing.
Even though you don't know what it is that you're picking.
Yeah, even though you don't know what you're picking. Chat between 1 and 12, and that's who we're going to do next. Okay. Also, we got a couple super chats that I'm going to address really fast. Looks like, hold on, I got to pull it up right here. Got a couple of newbies. First off, Mark Morris, 8971. Thank you for joining the Ward Radio Wigwam. We welcome you. And
W's in the chat, everybody.
yeah, W's in the chat for one Mark Morris. Also, Corey D. Richmond. Oh, good. It's only elders tonight. Oh, that is too funny.
Not only
That
others
is
tonight. Yes.
too funny.
You missed our last live stream in the hot tub.
That's
yeah,
true.
that's what he's talking about.
That is true. And you know what? I actually had to take a picture for the thumbnail. Since that was done from my phone, I'm actually going to give you a little bit of a thrill right now, my man.
And while
And
you're
put
doing that,
into the Discord. Hold on, I'm putting into the Discord the picture I had to take on my phone so that we could actually live stream from my phone in the hot tub at the Bless God Summit. And this is what is now saved forever. This is what is now saved forever in cyberspace. None other than Jacob Hanson, yours truly, Luke Hanson, and I think he might have been picking his nose, Hayden Carroll, but maybe it was just Nitch, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So keep going, my man. Keep going.
we do have Catholicism is cool in the chat. They didn't do a super chat, but I thought we should read this.
Okay.
They said, "Hello, I am Catholic, and I wanted to ask, is it true that LDS don't like me? Or was I told something not true?" You were told something not true.
Yeah,
we
man.
do love our Catholics. We don't.
And by the way,
like
not
it.
that fake crappy love where we say we love you, but we think we worship saints.
We just did an episode where I said
Yeah.
Catholicism is the next one after Latter-day Saints that I think has the most truth. So, no,
Wow.
you're good. We like you. We like you.
Word.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome, man. Let's hang out.
We do have
Catholicism is a beautiful thing.
Polly
We'll work on the
Nike's-
celibacy. I feel bad for those guys, but we'll work on the rest of stuff later.
We do have Polly
This is
Nike's
good.
2000, a member for 30 months. He says, "Well, this will be super easy. LDS YouTube creators are all S tier, heliocentric B tier. The rest of the clowns list is all down at F tier."
Oh, rough.
Well, joke's on you. We only go down to D on this one.
Oh,
but-
okay.
Yeah. Or maybe we should have it be OD, Outer Darkness.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
See if we can edit that.
That's funny. Okay, so here we are. We got Christian YouTube.
And somebody threw in, what was the first number? The first number was a 7.
Okay,
So we're going to go to number 7.
Oh, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is Shawn McDowell.
Shawn McDowell. Now, Shawn McDowell, his father actually was a buddy with Billy Graham. He's actually kind of one of the second people behind Billy Graham and that movement that was going on there. He is a professor at Biola University, a theology professor. Very gracious guy. A great creator. However, once again, like with Heliocentric, I have not found his content to be something of particular interest to Latter-day Saints. And a couple of times, like a recent video he just
He's
did,
veered tropish.
he goes after Mormons with like the Mormon research ministry guy. I forget his name. Not the best arguments.
Aaron
However,
Shalafalafalaf?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
However, no. Actually, the guy that made Mormon Research Ministry.
The boomer.
Which is not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have enjoyed what I have listened to from him. I think I'll also put him in B.
Okay. All right, put him in B.
All right.
He was so shredded in person. Like, that's actually one thing I give credit
Him,
to Christian
Glenn
YouTubers.
Scrivener, Gavin Ortlund.
They're
kind of
all like in
have the
really
same,
good shape.
They have like the same look. Yeah. Yeah. BYU has a look, but also like Christian Pastor has a look.
Yeah.
And he has it. So, beneficial to watch. Great content, but not necessarily something Latter-day Saints might find super relevant to them.
Okay, cool.
Let's do one of our Catholics now. Should we do Matt, Frad, or Trent
Yeah,
Horn?
sure.
Which
I
one?
got to refresh on my end here. So there's 2 in the B tier that you say right now.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, let's take it away. Next one.
How about Matt Frad? Want to do Matt Frad?
Let's do Matt
Now,
Frad.
he has not been in our good graces as of late because of his kerfuffle with Joe Heschmeyer, who's also on this list.
Oh, actually, I'm fine with a lot of that stuff because he's just interviewing people, asking questions.
Yeah.
But just
I'm kind
he's
of in the same
doubled
boat.
down on the burn the books thing, and I just think that's not a good thing. Not a good thing.
Yes. However, that is not really the thrust of
Okay.
his episode.
True that.
I am. You might disagree with me. I think the chat's going to disagree with me. I would put Matt in A tier, actually.
In production value, absolutely. I think he's got good personality. I think he's very funny, and he has unique talent.
He's an excellent interviewer.
Yes.
He is an amazing interviewer. Like really, really good. And so it's not so much Matt Frad that you're watching, it's the people that he's brought on.
Yeah, I was going to say he just
brings
gets
out
these
the best.
guests.
Yeah. And so as long as you have picked the right guests, like when he brought on, he had 2 ex-Latter-day Saints on, he was very fair. He did not try to, hey, team up with me. Team up with me to dogpile the Mormons. He didn't do that. He was very fair, very nice. And he is very concerned about spirituality and learning your faith. And I think Latter-day Saints, there's some holy envy there. We can learn that from Catholics. And he brings on some good Bible scholars to talk about things, to talk about all the problems with Protestantism and all that. So I would actually, depending on the interview that you're watching, put Matt Frad in the A category. Do you think he deserves lower than that, Cardon?
Well, S tier is the highest, right? So yeah, sure.
Yeah,
give
not
him
going
an
to
A.
S.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, go for it.
All
Go
right,
for it.
cool. A Protestant now.
Now, where's his accent from?
He's from Australia.
Yeah, but like northern, southern, New Wales, Sydney.
No
what?
idea. No idea.
No way. Okay. We might have to send him down there.
But
to,
it is kind of that like refined Australian accent.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
might have to send him down there with Latter-day Night. You know what I'm saying? With Shad Brooks to see if he.
Something tells me
Something
they would
to-
not get along.
that they wouldn't get along. That's funny. All right, next one, my man. So I'll
All right.
refresh here. He's in the A tier. Okay.
Yep.
What else you got, man?
Let's do Mike. We were talking about Mike recently. What do you say about Mike, Cardon?
Which Mike?
Mike Winger.
Oh, Mike
Yeah,
Winger.
the Wingeling.
By sheer volume, he would be A tier because he's got almost 1 million subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
right? By quality of information, at least on us, D tier.
Agreed.
I met him in person, though, and was very impressed in the sense that he takes very seriously this idea that, hey, you don't pay for access to me. We are all children of God. We are equal in that sense. And at the Christian conference, when there was a VIP lounge he could have hung out in, he was out in the foyer with the common folk, shall we say, and made himself very, very, very available in a way that seemed sincere as well. I have a nose. I have many dars that are great. My gay dar is good. My anti-Mormon dar is good. My you think you're better than me dar is spot on. But also my I'm trying to do my best dar is pretty awesome. And when it comes to that aspect of his ministry, the ministry of presence, he probably had the biggest following, I would say, of all the YouTube celebrities that were at that event, and probably was the one I saw most consistently making himself available while he was there to the layman, shall we say. And I think that says a lot about a person. We got to work on his bad info about members of Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I don't mean just saying things that I don't like to hear. I mean just saying things that are just factually not true, as though they are true, with words like deceitful and lying and like, woo, that's. Whew, that's a little bit tough to hear sometimes. But at the conference, in that regard, I was impressed. And I think that speaks, I put a lot of weight on that. So I would say A tier?
I'm actually going to disagree with you.
Oh, okay.
I agree with everything you said.
Okay.
In terms of content, if you want to learn about how things have been really messed up in Protestantism with mega churches and corruption and all that kind of stuff, he's put out a lot of videos about that, and he's unafraid to be the guy that has to come in and be the party pooper and say, look, there's all these problems. Bethel, these mega churches, all that stuff.
Well, the only problem is I don't know how seriously I can take him and how good his information is on that, because the things he said about Mormonism have just been so off by so far and said so confidently with so much snark that I'm just like,
as far as
what?
I know, but he's shooting inside the arena at that point,
Sure.
And he's not making money off of it. other than just like a set salary.
It is
so
within
if
the standard deviation.
If he gets a mega hit YouTube video exposing Bethel, his salary is not going up because it's fixed.
Okay.
So I think those are reliable. And if anything, it will help you know that the great apostasy is a real thing.
Okay,
to
fair
do
enough.
those videos. However, and if you want certain scripture, like an interpretation of a certain scripture from a Protestant perspective that may or may not align with the restored gospel's perspective, he's like autistic detail and that kind of stuff, and you will be able to find a video from him that could be helpful to you.
So is he just not, because he said he did 30 hours of research on the video about Mormonism, and then he said demonstrably
he had a
stuff.
3-hour-long convo with that bishop.
Well,
so
he didn't say
this is
3
why
hours.
he's
Okay.
C tier, is because a lot of
Oh,
his
you say
information
C.
is coming from that Protestant perspective that we probably have more information on anyways, and you don't need to get all like, oh my gosh, what does this one word in the Bible mean, and how is it used 3 chapters ago, and this is how this is, that kind of stuff.
So you're less
So it's not really
charitable-
useful to us. So yeah, it's just like his videos aren't that useful, and there have been a number of times. It's not just us with Mormonism that people have problems with. I've watched Trent Horn do an episode about how he messed up Catholic beliefs. I've seen another theologian do how he messed up the relationship between man and woman, complementarianism, beliefs and studies, and misrepresented those. So let's throw him down at C tier,
This
which
is
I
really
think everybody
funny.
will be happy with, considering if you have any familiarity with the debunkings that we've done on this channel. Not a lot of love for Winger.
Wow,
in the Ward
that's
Radio
brutal.
Big
So
Long.
I'm being more charitable now than you are.
But I'm basing it more off the content of his videos rather
Okay.
than like his personal.
Okay, fair enough.
I think all these people are great guys, with one notable exception.
Okay, let me guess.
Oh,
Mark
we know.
Driscoll.
Let's just do him next. Mark Driscoll, D. Any questions?
No.
D for Mark Driscoll.
Okay.
We good? We can move on? Yeah. Bad news.
So, wow, would you look at that? So, here we got our tiers, and I'm putting them up right now, of Christian YouTubers. So, that was funny how like nobody argued. Actually, do you remember the blonde woman that came up to me that was the hardcore
Yes.
like
Well,
anti-Mormon?
she was like the I'm the apologist. I do apologetics. I've talked to
Yeah.
hundreds of Mormons. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said,
Yeah, she came up to me and she said, so what do you think about X person, right? And I literally said, I have no defenses of said person. He is our Mark Driscoll. And immediately she said, oh.
yeah.
And she just got it. She just got it. And she just stopped asking me about him. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like we kind of vibed there. It's like, Mark Driscoll is an absolutely just horrible representation of your faith and behavior in the name of your faith. Well, we got one too. And she just was like, all right. And she actually kind of vibed with us for a second. It was kind of funny.
It's not just that he says mean things or that he has bad information. It's that he has no good content. There's just like nothing of value except for just chest beating, circling of the wagons mixed in with some generic sermonizing. Like you're not going to get anything of value out of Driscoll. So
Okay.
he goes in the D.
Interesting.
We do have 2 super chats we can do.
Yeah,
before
hit
we do
him.
the
We
next
got more
one.
than that. So
Oh, we do?
yeah.
If
Okay.
I go back more. We have okay. Dragon Slayer
Yeah.
times 12, X12. Temple Rock check. Hey, you are S+ because you have Temple Rocks. Now to get S++, all you have to do is come out to Pennsylvania to the Priesthood Restoration site.
Dude, that's going to have to happen in 2026. I'm telling you. Temple Rocks check. Verified.
Boom.
Boom shakalaka. Have you ever held the Temple Rocks in your own hands?
Give them to me.
Dude, you got to try it out,
Give
bro.
them to me. There they are.
How'd you get it?
Got them.
There we go.
Which temple is this again?
It's Pennsylvania Temple, bro.
What's the Pennsylvania temple? The Philadelphia?
The Philadelphia Temple.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I was
Can
doing
I keep them? Can I put them
Yeah,
right
no
here?
way, dude.
Next to my candle?
Hands
No,
off my
not
Temple
keep them,
Rocks.
but like keep them during the live stream.
Yeah, sure.
Just in front
Temple
of me.
Rocks on display, man.
Nice.
All right, we got another super chat here. You want to read it out, my man?
Is this the TOG Michael?
Yep, TOG Michael.
Says, reminds me of the Vine. 5 dudes sitting in a hot tub, 1 foot apart because they're not gay. I think you got it.
Yeah, dude. Now we're 7
Someone
7
did-
feet apart because we're
Someone
not
put
gay.
Trent Horn in all caps. Maybe that means they like him. We'll get to
Okay.
Trent Horn. Don't you worry. Then we have the Belagiri
The
for
Blagiri.
$5. Thank you for that. Alex Soren and Jay Dyer are S tier. Really any top Eastern Orthodox YouTuber, since they represent the one true church and body of Christ, the Orthodox. I did not put
Okay.
Jay Dyer on this tier list.
Oh, really? Why not?
I didn't think he was big enough. I was trying to get like the top dozen or so largest
Oh,
Christian
just you mean in
YouTubers.
terms of size of
Yeah,
subscribers?
Yeah. How many does he have?
Oh, let's look it up right now.
If I were to rank him, I would put him on D. And this was not just because he went...
But he's got all the cool vaporwave stuff. Just for style points, he can't be in the D tier.
I don't award style points here. This is content that is beneficial for Latter-day Saints.
You can't be information only. Style points has to count too, baby.
Yeah, style points in terms of conveying the good information that the channel has.
So your information for style second.
Of course.
Okay, that's fine. Form doesn't follow function. Form is function. No.
Sure. Yeah, how many is Jay Dyer? So yeah, I was not impressed with Jay Dyer's debate with Trent Horn that he did several years ago, and this was before either he started to do or I was aware of his anti-Mormon stuff. He's also 200,000 subs. He's okay. He's okay.
Bigger than us.
Yes. Well, like Jay Dyer's hilarious debate with a Mormon, and he puts Jacob Hanson's face on it, even though Jacob Hanson wasn't there. He's just not a serious person.
That's
Just just to get some more views. Not a serious guy, honestly.
Yeah, that's a little disappointing.
And then like the debate me, like I'm gonna do an X live, and then somebody gets on and they're like, "Well, could you?" And, no, shut up. No,
Is he
you're
like
an idiot.
Andrew Wilson light or what?
Or Andrew Wilson dark? Yeah.
Oh, brutal. I don't know the guy. Should I just invite him on the show? I've got a habit of somebody's name is invoked just to invite him to come on the show. Jay
Sure.
Dyer, you're invited to come on the show, my man. Reach out via the website, and we'll do our best to get you involved in good faith.
We do have another super chat from Polynikes 2000. Where does the Burger King Jeff Durbin rank? Jeff Durbin is not on this list because his YouTube channel is dead. And it's not getting any views, and he is not a top Christian YouTuber. So, not on the list.
Brutal. Okay, brutal.
Yep.
But we'd have to put him in D tier too, because he's predatory on missionaries. I'm sorry. Anytime you go after like the 19-year-old volunteer young men, I take issue with you. So
And he does presuppositionalism, where you just presuppose a certain position, and so for that reason, it's not very helpful to Latter-day Saints because he's just presupposing something that we don't accept. Not that you can't listen to people you don't accept, but you should listen to the reasons why they don't accept it. But he's just flat out not going to give any. So not very helpful to listen to. Not going to get a lot out of that.
Okay, cool.
All
Next,
right. Who do we hit next? How about we hit another atheist? How about we do Alex O'Connor now?
Okay, sure. Alex O'Connor.
Alex O'Connor, S-tier thinker, S-tier speaker, is debate.
No, but
the
is
last
he an
God
S-tier
Logic.
thinker, or are we just assuming that because we've so drank the atheistic secular Kool-Aid
say
that
on
we were
YouTube.
raised in?
Let's say on YouTube.
to think that you're stupid if you believe.
But he gives a lot of credit to, and you'll like his epistemology, because what does he say is the thing that will convert him? It's
A
not
religious experience.
Exactly.
Yes.
Not the
okay.
Kalam cosmological argument, or not even a response to the problem of evil, but a sincere religious experience. So,
And I
he's-
do have
he's better than a
respect.
lot of Christians in
I do
that
have
respect.
a lot of respect for what he told Jacob Hanson when he said, this is the reason that we exist. And he was talking about the fans that recognized him. He says, if you ever see me reach a point where I don't acknowledge and thank fans when they go out of their way to basically meet me, then I've lost the plot and smack me. And similar to Mike Winger, I just have respect for that, man. I think that is oddly, in atheistic terms, the ministry of in religious terms, the ministry of presence by an atheist. So where are you going to put him? He can't be a Christian YouTube S-tier person because he's just not
Well,
Christian.
no, hold
so
on,
he'd have
hold
to
on.
be in the A tier?
So I said as a thinker, S tier.
Okay.
Speaker. It's just so nice to listen to a well-articulated British gentleman.
Okay.
I would rank that S tier.
He's better than Richard Dawkins
in
and Christopher
terms
Hitchens.
of like content and getting stuff out of it. The philosophical stuff is pretty interesting. The people he interviews are pretty interesting. I might put him at B tier actually. I would consider Matt to be above him, and B tier is still good. Like B tier is solid. B tier is above average.
Who do you think's better, Jared Smith, atheist of heliocentric, or your boy Alex O'Connor?
I would put them on the same level. They're YouTube channels. I would put them on the same level.
Oh, I find Jared to be so much more entertaining to watch.
That's true.
Like so much more entertaining.
You put a lot of value in entertainment.
Well, come on. Like I take seriously Moliere's commission that you must improve men by entertaining them. So
well, most influential book in the world, the Bible, not always that entertaining, you know. So
you skip over those parts and go straight to David and Goliath. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Book of Mormon. We all have read that first book like 30 times. The second one, when they're quoting Isaiah, not so much. You know, so
just a different way of approaching it. How about we slap him down in B tier then? Although they also get ranked within B tier. So technically right now in B tier, Jared is in front of Alex O'Connor. How's that? That's good?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. So I refresh this list now, and we've got a new B tier right here.
Awesome.
Okay.
How about we do inspiring philosophy?
Ooh.
Good old Michael Jones.
Mike Jones.
You know, I gotta say, guys.
You know, if he
Inspiring
didn't look like he was doing a white guy terrorist video in his own kitchen, if he just bumped up his production value,
it's the entertainment
just
thing
a
again.
little bit. He has some funny skits that he does, and he's got tons of personality.
Have you seen a live stream with him, Than, and David Wood?
I do believe I've seen one.
Okay, wildly entertaining.
Yes,
very
personality wise,
lots of gay jokes. Yeah.
Yes, but can we get it off of the 2016 1080i, you know, like camcorder with the fluorescent lights above him?
Oh no. That's for his responses, like when he's dunking on Dan McClellan or something.
Sure, it's just he's like in an echoey kitchen or something.
For those videos, yeah.
Yeah.
Not for the live streams.
I want to build him a studio. I want to build him a studio. Be like, look,
you
bro,
should have told him that. He was at the conference.
Here's a great mic.
Did you say hi to him at the conference?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did. I just looked straight down and I said, "Hey, bro, what's
he's
up?"
Short.
And
he's a short guy.
I shouldn't make fun of him. He was actually a very, very personal person, and he was one of the ones that surprised me the most. He was one of the ones that surprised me the most. It's interesting to see how much the animosity that somebody displays on camera, or apparent animosity that they have for a faith tradition. And all of them say, look, I love my Mormon brothers and sisters, but, and then dump on us, right? But it's interesting to see how much of that translates into real world animosity or doesn't. So like Trent Horn, maybe because he already had a relationship with Jacob Hanson, he was super cool with the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? To a point that I'm like, dude, I wouldn't even know you were an apologist if I were to meet you. You know what I'm saying? And he seems legitimately okay with Mormon neighbors, right? Mike at Aspiring Philosophy, I was generally impressed with him. Mike Winger, I was impressed with how well he ministered to the evangelicals and how well he made himself so available there and didn't seem to be under the same pecking order. But when it got to the verbiage of Joseph Smith, I was like, yeah, you really do not like, you know, like you have zero chill when it comes to, you know, to dealing with
He's
Mormons.
Just being a good Protestant.
Yeah, it's okay. So, but less than I anticipated. I honestly thought he wouldn't even talk to us. So I give credit where credit is due, and he deserves that credit. God Logic was hilarious. He's just funny.
Well, we're not to him yet.
Oh,
we got to place Mike Jones right now. Inspiring Philosophy.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Mike Jones.
Mike
Jones needs a Harley Davidson. That's what he needs.
Be that as it may.
Yeah.
I think Mike Jones will be our first S tier.
S tier?
I'm going to slap him in S tier.
S tier?
And I'm going to do so for this reason.
Wow.
And this is for all those who think that I'm just low-ranking people who have said mean things to Mormons and then high-ranking people who I politically agree with. Mike Jones is the only YouTuber on this list, I believe, who has specifically made a video debunking me personally. When I did a Book of Abraham video responding to Cameron Bertuzzi, Mike got on an Egyptologist and did a live stream debunking my video. Yes.
Yeah, but the Egyptologist was so weak sauce.
He was.
It was horrible.
And and I've been trying to coordinate with Carrie Muhlstein because I want our own expert to respond to it.
Yeah,
maybe one day that video will happen. Yeah.
No, we're gonna get him on. We're gonna do that. It's gonna be amazing.
Yep.
Okay,
it'll be a good video. But yeah, I think Mike Jones should go in S tier. Just don't watch his Muslim stuff. He's been leaning into that too much recently.
What is up? It's all anti-Muslim stuff.
Yeah,
now.
it's
like, what are you
unfortunate.
doing, bruh?
But if you just sort by top videos that he's done, he has videos with 1.8, 1.5, 900,000 views about evidence for the Exodus and evidence for that the Gospel of Luke was actually written by Luke and all that stuff. He is deeply into the scholarship. He's committed to only talking about topics that he knows. So multiple times people have super chatted about Mormonism and he'll say, I don't really know that. I'm not going to comment. And layup stuff about Joseph Smith, was he faking the witnesses? And Mike Jones just, I don't know about that. I'm not commenting. And so he's very solid. He does his research.
Okay, so he's your first S tier.
And he's done a lot of topics that Latter-day Saints would be interested in learning about. And he's very fair. And he just sticks to mere Christianity. So as long as you stay away from the Muslim stuff, you're basically guaranteed a banger. And he's just smacked down Dan McClellan, which is just so satisfying.
Really?
Not gonna lie. So yeah, S tier for Mike Jones. Inspiring philosophy. Check it out.
That's interesting. So you got a really big B tier here. You only got one
Look,
guy
we got the
in the
bell curve
lonely A tier. Wow. Okay, you're right. We do have a perfect bell curve here. Okay, next one, my man. Next one.
How about we do Cliff
Knechtle?
Knechtle.
Just by
Knechtle.
sheer time doing it,
Mm.
he does not deserve to be in a B, C, or D tier. He has to be an S or A tier.
Oh.
His apologetics are so bad against Mormons, though, and very just kind of tropey. I could not see him in S tier.
It's not just his apologetics against Mormonism, it's his apologetics in general.
Okay.
And even people like Mike Jones and these more scholarly thinker type of guys have some criticisms of him.
Okay.
But props to him. He was one of the OGs going out on the college campuses and witnessing and trying to get these college kids to at least consider Jesus at the height of the, new atheist movement.
Okay.
So props to him for that.
Just by sheer work, like sheer volume of work and he's boots on the ground, though. I have so much respect for boots on the ground.
He's got the passion, all that kind of stuff. I personally, so if you
but the information is bad. It's just bad.
I mean, it's not awful, terrible stuff, but there's just better stuff out there, and you have limited time when you're on YouTube. I would personally put him with Mike Winger in C tier.
Really?
And C is still a passing grade.
No, but hold on. But he goes out more than Mike Winger does.
I know, but I'm not basing it on how brave the video is. I'm basing it on information and relevance and value to you personally as a viewer.
Okay,
I'll put him with
enough.
Mike on C tier.
Fair enough. Okay.
Do you want to demand B tier, or are you comfortable with C tier for him?
You can actually no. This is your list, not mine. So you put him where you want.
You sure?
Yeah, you put him where you want.
Well, down on
All right.
C tier he goes.
So he's on C tier now. There's Cliff Knechtle. All right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left, and then we're gonna have to add a couple.
Oh,
more.
we do have a super chat.
Oh, hit us.
Where to go?
I got the super chats right.
I
here, my
scrolled.
man.
The Bellegree again.
Okay.
You would like Alex Soren, the Orthodox lawyer. I do not know who that is, so I'll have to check him out.
Okay, yeah, let's check him out. Alex
I'm curious.
Soren.
Orthodox lawyer. So does he do?
Hey, if he's cool and
Christian
he's got
stuff?
and he's chill, everybody's welcome here in the Ward Radio Wigwam.
And honestly, I don't have any Orthodox guys that I regularly watch. Outside of every now and then watching, what's his name? The guy that Jordan Peterson's buddies with, Mysterious World, Pajot, Jonathan Pajot.
Oh,
I
okay.
have a few of his videos, but he's more like a cultural analysis of art as a Orthodox.
Well, here is an invitation to one Alex Soren. It's going to be between Jay Dyer and Alex Soren. We're going to see which one of those guys has more chill, and is cool and wants to enjoy a little trip to Los Angeles to come and hang out in the Ward Radio Wigwam. So, yeah, we'll one of those two. So Alex Soren and Jay Dyer, reach out via the Ward Radio Wigwam, or the website, and the Bligary. If you want to facilitate this meeting of the minds, if you will, then we'll gladly have it. We're going to have some fun. See if we can't get one Alex Soren here, the Orthodox lawyer. Hopefully he does, I don't know, we don't get in like legal trouble, or I remember to sign the photo release and he doesn't like hit me with a stop production order or something like that, if it goes bad. So, all right, now we got the Mission Light message retracted. Thank you very much for the super chat, however.
But then they did, again, send a super chat.
Okay, where would a new channel about missions fit? That's a good question. Actually, right here on Ward Radio. I've wanted to do mission highlights for years, and actually I've had a cool idea of an interactive map that I was going to put together with different people's missions and so on and so forth. It's been one of those projects that's been on my back burner for when we get funding, like maybe some kind of donation or something like that. But if the Mission Light, if you've got a bee in your bonnet to do something similar, I would love to collaborate with you. Reach out via the website, and we'll see if we can't make some magic happen, my man.
Well, I'm assuming the Mission Light is this new channel talking about missions.
Yeah. Oh, you could host it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's tons of... dude, I don't even want to give away some of the ideas that I have. If not, start your own YouTube channel, bro. I'm a huge fan of helping people start YouTube channels. And, yeah, reach out on the website. Reach out via Facebook Messenger. Hit me up. I'll try and help you out as much as we can.
We do have a non-super chat that argues that Alex O'Connor should be an S tier. And I do agree there's S tier stuff there. But just in like terms of what Latter-day Saints might find the most interesting from like an LDS perspective is what I was thinking.
Okay.
To put him in D tier.
Okay, interesting.
But hey, if that's what you like, that's what you like. These
you mean A tier, which is B tier under S tier, right?
No, I put Alex in B tier.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, next one.
Maybe Jacob Hanson would disagree with that.
Okay, yeah, he's besties with Jacob, dude.
I know.
Okay, I shouldn't
All
say
right,
besties.
Your average Dan says, looking at the S tier, including LDS side, who would you like to see debate, and what would the subject be? Oh.
Okay, looking at the S tier, including the LDS side, who would you like to see debate, and what would the subject be? I would actually, who I would like to, maybe not debate, because I don't know if that's exactly the fair word, but I would like to have a sit down discussion with somebody like Mike Winger, because I believe him when he says that he prepped 30 hours for his episode on Mormonism, but his information was so bad and he seems so otherwise intelligent that the only way I see him having done an episode full of just so many flaws and vitriol would be if you just were studying a lot of really bad information. If you study the silly book that Jeff Durbin and James White study all day long, you study this thing for 30 hours, you're going to come away
worse off than when
you started. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he kind of seems worse for the 30 hours of wear, right? So I would actually want to do a discussion with him, but not actually to try and like dunk on him or embarrass him or actually like, defend Mormonism, but just to be like, bro, like here, let me walk you through like the history of where some of these tropes came from and why, and which ones are rooted in even relative truth or not. So you can really start like homing, like, believe it or not, Mormons can't baptize everybody. Okay? I think that'd be great. But Mormonism isn't for everybody. We can't baptize everybody. I think that theoretically, yes, it is. okay? Because Jesus, theoretically, yes, is for everybody. But I know this year Christianity is not going to win the theoretical and the philosophical argument. There's Islam is not going away anytime soon. Hinduism isn't going away anytime soon. So I would much rather, where I could, strengthen those organizations so they serve their people best where they are, because we can't serve everybody. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I feel that way about Christian churches. It's like the fall of denominational Christianity in North America is not a good thing. There's very few non-denominational Christian churches that get it right and actually establish community in the way that the old denominational ones used to. And if Mike Winger's church is one of those churches and he's able to both grow community, which it seems like he can with almost 1 million subscribers, and if he's able to do it without just capitalizing off of his people, which kind of it seems like he's doing now with the data coming in, right? I would love to do nothing more than to help his ministry operate from a position of good information. And at the end of the day, the only difference between the Trinity and the Godhead really is the concept of consubstantiation. And if you're uncomfortable with that, fine, then don't believe our version of things. Believe Mike Winger's version of things. But we don't need to be telling lies about each other on our way to get there. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I would actually, the one I would do a debate with, hopefully wouldn't actually be a debate, but would just be a discussion in which he could say, well, I've heard this. Well, I think this. And I could be like, okay, bro, well, that's actually only partially true. All the way, did you know this part? You know? That's what I would be interested in. Anyway, keep going. Great super chat. Thank you very much. Next super chat.
Yes. Well, wait, I need to answer the question.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Including the other side, who would like to see debate and what would the subject be? Honestly, I would love to debate. So, little plug for myself there, though. And what I would love to debate is a prominent Protestant, probably Gavin Ortlund, on the subject of, is there one true church? Because what usually happens is the Protestants' thinking will go like this. Premise number 1, there was no such thing as the Great Apostasy. We're just going to assume that the church persisted despite any evidence to the contrary. Number 2, show that the Catholic Church is not the true church. Number 3, therefore, there wasn't supposed to be one true institutional church. And they're right on premise 2, not so much on premise 1. So I would love to, but they don't seem to recognize that because they're just using the assumptions that all of Christianity is using, basically except for us. So I'd like to challenge that notion in a debate at some point.
Okay, interesting.
All right, any other super chats before we go
I
back
was just
to
thinking
the tier?
a debate topic, though. If I were to actually do a formalized debate. Oh, here's one that would drive people nuts.
Mm-hmm.
The Book of Abraham is inspired.
That's what Robert Boylan wants to do. That's one of his top ones he wants to do.
Yeah,
There's
Book of
some
Abraham.
surprising stuff there.
I would do the Book of Abraham is inspired. I've never done a formal debate either, so I would have to like prep. And I'm not the biggest scholar on that. I'm just enthusiastic about the subject, so I'd view it as a fun opportunity to learn more about it.
And what we have to understand about debate is like Jacob and GodLogic just did this debate, and then they hugged each other afterwards.
Oh,
and
it was a
we're
beautiful
chatting
thing.
it up, and we were chatting it up with other people. Like people have this concept like, oh no, debate. Da, da. It's
Yeah.
like no, like when you get into high tiered business, let's say, you will have business partners that will disagree strongly with each other, and you want those differences and the reasons for those disagreements to be fully vetted and articulated and argued for so that you come to the best resolution. So that's what we're doing in debate. We're trying to have each side get equal time to present the most rigorous argument for their side and critique of the other side for the benefit of the audience. And I understand it's not for everybody, but just to kind of auto-dismiss it is, I think, missing the point, or maybe you've just had bad experiences because debate is not always conducted that way. So just a little plug for a formal debate. I would like to do what inspired Joseph Smith, because somebody did. Got to answer the poll. Because somebody did. Oh, now I've lost my train of thought. Somebody did the Trinity diagram with Joseph Smith.
Oh, top
And it was
tier.
Joseph Smith.
I'm putting it on
Joseph
screen.
Smith, con man, idiot, religious genius, or con man, demonically possessed religious genius.
Okay.
And it was like Joseph Smith is, and then each of those three things, but each of those three things are not the other one of those three things.
Oh,
with the
that's
Trinity dialogue.
funny.
So what motivated Joseph Smith would also be a great debate topic.
Okay, hit it.
All right. How about we do Gavin Ortlund? Because I was just name dropping him.
Okay, cool.
Gavin Ortlund, honestly, S tier, man.
S
Gavin-
tier.
Yep, S tier for Gavin Ortlund.
Actually, I gotta hand it to you. He's cool in person, seems cool on screen, and he seems to do one hell of a job investigating topics. And he even said that he would do like a debate with you, but he has never investigated the subject of Mormonism enough, and he would want to prepare for it. So
Yeah.
that's respectable. I mean, as long as you're not using it as a dodge, you know.
Yeah. And he even put out, like 2 weeks ago, he put out a video, did emperors actually run the 7 ecumenical councils? And he was just very honest and upfront about how much involvement these guys actually had in the council. And he was like, yeah, they were involved heavily. He's a PhD in church history. And he deals a lot with early church history stuff and a lot of challenging, but very charitably challenging Catholic truth claims.
Here's what we got to do. This is what we got to do.
Yeah, if you want to get some good ammo against the Catholics, if you want to get some good scholarship, check it against stuff, because, you know, people have provided critiques of him, and that's how knowledge works, even in the scholarship, is people disagreeing with each other. But if you want to learn church history kind of stuff, one of your resources, the Protestant perspective of that, should be Gavin Ortlund.
Okay.
He's amazing.
So we're going to invite him to the hot tub after party after the next Bless God conference. Maybe he will live stream it from the hot tub in Oceanside.
Yeah.
He's like turning it off right now. Just like never, you know. Hopefully he gets the joke. But all right, keep going. Keep going.
Okay, how about we have 3 Catholics
Man,
on
you
here
put
now.
him in S tier. That is hardcore. Dude.
I
Look
did.
at that. So
Yeah.
boom.
You know what?
There he goes in S tier.
How about we just finish out the S tier category?
We're ruining no, because that's the carrot. We got to
Okay.
fill out the B tier to maintain the bell curve, bro. We got to fill out the B tier.
I do have
maintain
more
the
B
bell curve.
tiers.
Okay, so who else is in the B tier? Give me the B tier.
I'm going to throw God Logic in the B tier. You know,
No.
well, I was just wondering about throwing him in the C tier. Yeah,
What?
you're the entertainment guy. if he
good-natured,
if he makes a joke every 45
handsome,
seconds,
he reads his scriptures. He's got the cook hat on.
I can
What
go
do we
watch
do
a
here, ladies and
Harrison
gentlemen? What do we
Ford
do?
movie if I want
We just
handsome.
read. We just read.
I don't go on Christian YouTube for handsome. And he spends way too much time on Islam stuff.
Okay,
I mean, his
by
entire
sheer
channel.
by sheer just quality of goodwill. By just sheer quality of goodwill. To me, I'm an orthopraxy guy, and he seems to have good orthopraxy, man.
There are very wonderful, goodwill,
Okay.
good-natured
He
people
is S tier.
that just don't know
He
anything.
is S tier
okay?
on showmanship
Yes.
and benevolence.
Yes.
And if you want to say that he's D tier on information, which is the lowest, okay, which I
I'll
don't think
put
he
him-
is because
no,
he's very
I'll-
scriptural.
What I'll put him on is B tier on information, but then D tier on topics.
No.
Go look at it. We're going to pull up his channel right now.
Okay,
right?
no.
All right?
If he's S tier on funny and B tier on information, that at least puts him in the A tier with Matt Frad.
No, he is not Matt Frad
Oh,
level.
come on.
No, he is not Matt
He's
Frad
funny.
level. No, it
He's
doesn't-
funny.
I can watch a Shane Gillis clip if I want to see funny on YouTube.
But you can't watch Shane Gillis dunking on Muslims in kind of a little bit cynical
don't
way.
wanna
I got
watch
to admit, I
videos
get
of
very
people dunking on
uncomfortable.
Muslims.
I get very uncomfortable with all this anti-Islam. I do.
So,
I get uncomfortable.
So
with it.
here are his live streams. The top 7 most recent live streams. Christianity is true, prove us wrong. Muslim, this one question destroys Islam easily. Debate, God logic versus such and such, is Jesus a Muslim? 5 hours of proving Jesus did not teach Islam. Live debate with my dad, proving Jesus is God. Next one, over 5 hours of Muslims getting cooked on Muhammad's prophethood. Next one, Muslim cannot prove the prophets were Muslim. Next one, proving Muhammad was demon possessed. It's just, it's just not for Latter-day Saints. This is kind of just Christian entertainment.
I don't like all of this anti-Islam. People like it, I'll tell you this much right now. the people that are most anti-Islamic online are the ones that have been there the least.
Yeah.
Because they only watch the worst example thereof online. Like you got to tone down the rhetoric in some of these videos before I think that like you've actually interacted with these people. Yeah. So
I got to put him on C. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's your list. You can do whatever you want.
I got to put
It's
him
your
on C.
list. You can do whatever you want on your list. But it just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart seeing God Logic below. And it breaks my heart seeing him next to Mike Winger. You know, because I feel like God Logic is funny and Mike Winger's not.
Yes, but I think Mike Winger's content
But he does.
and topics are higher quality than God Logic. So they end up on the same
But that's only because
tier.
maybe you feel like he's educating you on a subject you don't know about when you look at his information on Mormonism was so bad.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's your list. You can do what you want.
He's studied the Bible a lot more than Mormonism.
Okay. So you just put him right there. God
well, I'm not
going
to put him with Driscoll, you know?
Well, of course not. But he's so far above Driscoll in so many ways. I almost feel like there should be no C tier. Everybody in C tier should be in B tier or A tier. And then S tier should have like just one or two people.
Well, here.
Because like there's no way. Mike Winger is so far above Mark Driscoll. Like Mark Driscoll should be down at like E, F, or G tier.
Here, refresh your page.
Okay, I'm refreshing the page.
There we go. So now I've turned it very
to
dark.
OD
and
tier.
it's OD. It's outer darkness tier. There's a gulf of separation.
Yeah.
You know, all the rest of these are kingdoms of glory, and then the last one is outer darkness. With Mark Driscoll in it by himself, as he deserves. All right, we only have 4 more left.
Okay, hit it.
We have 3 Catholics, so we got to knock out one of these Catholics. How about capturing Christianity?
Oh, you just got clipped. We got to knock out one of these Catholics. You know, we need to rate
we
on
need
our
to cook
Christian.
the Muslims.
Oh, jeez, bro. Come on. So that's a joke about God Logic who claims to cook.
And
his
by the way,
opponents.
I came up with Jacob's opening joke.
You
saw
did.
You saw the group chat. Jacob was like, I need to come up with a joke, and he put one in there that wasn't as good. And then I came up with the one he actually used. So
You are a scholar
it's my
and a
claim to
gentleman.
fame. Yeah.
You're a scholar and a gentleman.
And I'm funny.
Okay.
See, I do put value in it. I came
All
up with
right.
the opening joke for Jacob's Trinity debate.
Okay.
Let's do capturing Christianity. Let's do this, guy.
Oh, I'm a sucker for production value. I'm a sucker for production value.
Well, where would
His
you put
production
this then?
value is good.
You know what? I'll let you pick this one. I don't have a strong opinion.
No, it's your list. He's softened in some of his anti-everythingness. I actually like that he's doing more mere Christian stuff on capturing Christianity now and not just doing banal apologetics, which sometimes I feel most people confuse apologetics for polemics.
Mm-hmm.
Met him in person. Handsome devil. Married guy, seems to be kind to his wife. Don't think I could say S tier because he doesn't like knock my socks off in terms of like, you know, PhD in history, Gavin Ortlund style like you have here, you know. At the same time, I don't feel like he's definitely not lower or even C tier. So you would have to be an A or a B tier. Something that A tier people I feel are doing, like the reason why I wouldn't put him in B tier is because he's creating community and actually going to events and going out of the studio.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is another, actually, I that's probably why I would have put Alex O'Connor in A tier, because at least he's showing up to debates. He's doing the Jubilee thing. He's very being proactive on that, which I get isn't just all content oriented. That's outside of the content he produces on YouTube. So maybe that's a little bit more holistic.
You know what? I'm willing to
an
be
observation.
convinced. I'll move Alex up. You know what? I'll move Alex up to A.
You'll
There we
move
go.
Alex up to A?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, Cameron's A or B tier, but also I've just met him in person. So I think that deserves something in my estimation. You know what I'm saying?
If Cardon Ellis has met them.
But also, he just sheer size. At this point, we just have to look at sheer size. Has he gotten big yet? Cameron Bertucci. It's capturing Christianity. Because I can't be putting somebody like Pints with Aquinas with, what, 750,000 subs? 500,000 subs? How many does he have?
I think he's closer to the 500,000.
Okay, cool. But now also
Might
on
be
Daily Wire.
400K. Yeah.
So let me see. Capturing Christianity. What is he sitting at? 412K subs, though. I don't know. That's right up there. You know, I would flip a coin. But just because I met him in person, give him A tier.
Oh, I was wrong. Matt Frad has 800K subs.
Ah, okay. Well, that might just put him back down in C tier. I mean, B tier.
I'm
You know?
comfortable. You said 750,000. I thought that was your
Okay.
guess, and you got it right.
Okay.
Yeah, we can put Capturing Christianity A tier.
Okay. Boom. Boom.
I'm okay with that.
I feel good with that.
All right, we only have 3 more left. 2 Catholics and Ruslan.
Okay, but we got to preserve our bell curve, too. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can be an A tier just because we met him, because at this point, we're meeting everybody. So keep going. Keep going.
I'm actually, Ruslan, man, he's awesome. He's got good quality, really good interviewer.
Good personality, but he's not the smart guy in the room. He has to bring other smart guys in the room, but he creates community, which is hard and a talent in and of itself. He's the one that threw the Bless God conference. That was very successful and good looking.
Yes. However, I do want to put him in the B.
Okay, why?
I do want to put him in the B.
Why?
Because a lot of his stuff is more of the cultural side of things, which you can get cultured commentary from a lot of different places. And so why not just get it from Ward Radio instead? From Ruslan.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Also,
like,
we need to preserve the bell curve.
Yeah,
we do need to preserve the bell curve.
It's not like you're going to go to get research from him or like a perspective from him on Christianity that's unique in any certain way, like you might with some of these other channels.
It's your list. You can do what you want with it, bro.
We're going to throw him in B,
You're gonna
which
throw
is
him in
not a
B.
bad place to be, you know?
Yeah, he's next to Shawn McDowell. That's good company.
Honestly, apart from some videos, I think
heliocentric.
any of these guys are worth listening to, at least, every now and then if a video is of particular interest, except for Mark Driscoll.
Okay,
So-
yeah.
All right, Shameless Popery, Joe Heschmeyer up next.
Joe Heschmeyer, I think is a great guy. I think he's actually fun to listen to. Affable dude. He's not really necessarily doing his own events and creating that kind of community. And it is a smaller channel, though it is indeed growing. He seems more like a big brain that they refer to, almost like a scholar in the university, less than like the dean of the university trying to organize, he seems more like a specialist than necessarily like a powerful generalist. Does that make sense?
Yes, but he does videos on a lot of different topics.
Yeah.
It comes from a very Catholic perspective, but I think that's good to get.
Yeah.
The Catholic side of things, and they've been thinking about why Protestants wrong a lot longer than we have. So if you're interested in those type of things, he's one of your good resources to have. And he has takes on kind of current issues, but takes it from like a very, let's the encyclical of this Pope and what did he say about this kind of thing. And I think it's a good perspective. However, I think I'll slap it in B.
Okay. Fair enough.
Partly Cardon, because it is not that entertaining.
It's
It's not as digestible.
He doesn't have as cool a studio as Cameron Bertuzzi.
Yeah.
I would help build Joe Heschmeyer's studio, though. I would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if I could put you higher than B if 2 times, 2 years apart, you said that Joseph Smith died trying to escape prison in a shootout.
That's a bad take. That's like saying the martyrs in the Colosseum were really just, trying to escape the Romans. It's like,
yeah. And
Not
it's
the
not
same
that he
thing.
just said it one time and like didn't know. It's that he said the exact same thing like a year apart from each other 2 times in a row. We only have one more person left, but let's see if we have any super chats first.
Okay, yeah. So we actually do right now have, if you look at this, a perfect bell curve. Look at that, a perfect bell curve of all of the Christian YouTubers.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting.
We do need to do a bonus one. Let's see how big they are. Let's see how big this channel is. Let me just.
And then I'm
real
going to
quick.
check out if we've got.
Oh yeah, we
any
need to do
super
this one.
chats here.
Answers in Genesis.
Oh yeah, hold on.
880,000 subs. Yeah, you.
Okay. Oh, I've got an Answers in Genesis guy that's agreed to come on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really cool cat.
Well, don't show him this, okay?
Okay. I love answers in Genesis. They're fun. So, okay, so here we go. Caitlin White says, Robert Boylan versus Trent Horn on Marian Dogmas.
I'm down for it, man. Boylan knows his
Could he
stuff.
go 20 minutes without swearing? That's my question.
Well, here's
and I don't mean Trent Horn.
No, here's the thing. Like, Trent wouldn't do that. Trent wouldn't do that debate, and not, in my opinion, not just because it's Robert Boylan who... Oh, that didn't pop up. Not just because it's Robert Boylan who's vigorous in his critiques of stuff, but just because Trent knows that that's a topic that he would be very weak on and would not be able to put up a good debate performance on. So,
Okay,
for
interesting.
example, he's done a debate on Marian dogmas, but the topic very specifically was, do the Marian dogmas contradict the Bible?
Okay.
But if you were trying to do something like the Marian dogmas were early church tradition, you just can't really find support outside of the perpetual virginity of Mary. So,
Okay.
yeah, he wouldn't do it, but it would be fun to watch.
That would suck, too, to be a perpetual virgin. That would stink. Childbirth without any
I
reward, you know?
As we mentioned in a previous video, Catholics have an interesting sexual ethic that is not shared among other people, but
No. I hear ya.
respect to them. If you're a Catholic, you should actually keep it, and most don't. So,
Okay.
props. All right, we just have one more person.
No, we got 2 more super chats
Oh,
here.
we have 2 more
Not
super
Your Average
chats.
Joe says, of the B tier and above, what are the best strengths and topics of the participants that LDS should know and why?
Oh, you know
good
what?
question.
That's a great question. All right, Mike Jones. Scholarship on everything. Just like, especially like his top videos, just sort them by the top, 1 million, 500K, 600K views, and just find what's interesting to you. Exodus, different gods in the Bible, the flood, the sacrificing the children, the genocides in the Bible, just any one of those topics you're interested in, Mike Jones will represent the scholarship to you quite well. And he will give you tons of information, but also won't waste your time with it. And so he's just really good with that. He spends a lot of times on his scripts. Really great stuff. Gavin Ortlund, early church history and ecumenicism. Like being very charitable and nice to other people. He's great for that. Matt Frad, excellent interviewer and curates the best that Catholicism has to offer. Alex O'Connor, Oxford atheism, erudite, a lot of philosophical thought experiments, and not too bad of an interviewer in his own right, with some interesting guests. And then Cameron Bertuzzi, quick and to the point, good production value, wide variety of topics. Jared Smith, something of a different flavor, learning about other churches, extremely entertaining. Shawn McDowell, informative, decent interviewer. Scholarship, Ruslan, current events, shameless potpourri, Catholic stuff, especially, as you might have guessed, stuff about the Pope and church history.
Okay.
Was that good? Was that good? Nice
Okay.
little breakdown of all of them so far.
I believe you answered the super chat.
Sweet.
So, all right. Next question right here. Or next super chat. Sorry. We've got Not Your Average Joe says, 2 more just came in. Cardon be like bell curve or death. Fair. That's fair. Hey, the statistician in me just demands it. And then Latter-day Clarity says chocolate chip or white chocolate chip macadamia nut. Oh, that's funny. He threatened to bake me cookies. Definitely not white macadamia nut though. Have you ever liked white macadamia nut cookies?
I do enjoy it, but if it's like between that and chocolate chip, I'll go
There
with
is
chocolate
no
chip.
decision.
Yeah.
There is no.
Yeah.
Who invented the chocolate chip cookie?
Wasn't it the Nestle thing?
Was it Nestle Corporation?
Like the Nestle Toll House chocolate chip, is the chocolate chip.
I don't know.
I think that did.
Yeah, well, it's
We
kind of
can
like
look it
George
up.
Washington Carver invented peanut butter, right?
Mhm.
So who invented the chocolate chip cookie? There has to be somebody that, if it was Nestle, somebody
I've
came
heard
up
this
with
story
it, right?
before.
You have?
Yeah.
Wow, Latter-day Clarity. throwing a monkey wrench into the live stream. I've spoken with him on the phone. Has sweet dulcet tones from the South.
Toll House. Ruth Wakefield invented the chocolate chip in 1938 at the Toll House in Whitman, Massachusetts. And so that's why, by chopping up a Nestle semi-sweet chocolate bar. And so that's why it's Nestle Toll House now.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, interesting. Okay, cool. Well, we're just back from church, guys, having some fun, giving you guys a little bit of a tour, shall we say, a Latter-day Saint guide to Christian YouTube, okay? We only got about 10, 15 minutes left here before we finish. So if you have any questions or you want to opine as to where we went wrong or where we went right, please make sure that you guys send us a super chat and we will do our best to read it online. But so far, here's the results. We got Mike Jones and Gavin Ortlund in the S tier. And I shouldn't say we. This is Luke Hanson. He is wholly responsible for this. If I were in charge of this, there would only be S tier and A tier, and then Mark Driscoll would be all the way down on the bottom, and there would be no gaps. All right. But
I mean, we could just throw in like an empty tier between the two of them.
Yeah, we could just throw in an empty. Can you do that? Can you put like 2 empty tiers below all the others? Just so, because I do not feel comfortable with God Logic being within striking distance of Mark Driscoll. You know,
right,
he is a good
there
man.
You go. You should be able to refresh it.
Let's refresh this.
And there
no,
we go.
We need 2 tiers. There needs to be a D and an E tier, and then Outer Darkness tier. That's what there needs to be.
Sorry, I'm too lazy for this, man.
Okay,
What's what you get?
Do me a solid. Just one more. At least give me one more. You got this, brother.
But I'm not naming it anything.
Okay,
there we
fine.
go.
You don't have to name anything. So here we go. This I have a feeling is going to feel a little bit better. Yes, that is satisfying. That is satisfying. So, all right. Last super chat right here was Latter-day Clarity. There it is. We actually answered that one. So, yeah, keep going with your last person now. We have to do one last.
People did mention
person.
Answers in Genesis.
Okay.
Yeah, they mentioned Answers in Genesis. I decided to put them on because they do have almost 1 million subs and are quoted quite often. I do think that this deserves D tier.
What? Why?
Fundamentalist mindset is just not good. It's just a bad thing to have.
Stop it. Come on.
I'm sorry. It's my tier list, man.
D tier?
I'm going to pull rank here.
D tier?
Yes, D tier. Part of this is informed by I was confronted at Liberty University. I was covert. I was undercover. Nobody knew that I was a Latter-day Saint because I was actually tabling. This is the first time I've talked about this publicly.
Okay.
I was tabling for the Christian Apologetics Club at Liberty University.
Okay.
They didn't know that I was a Latter-day Saint. I was helping them out. It was part of my job. So I didn't tell them stuff that would cause problems. And I didn't bring up any doctrine unique to us or anything like that. And this guy comes up and wants to talk about how it's very important for Christians to believe that the earth is 6,000 years old. And this verse this, and this verse that, and it doesn't mean it. And we went after it hard for like 45 minutes, and he wouldn't budge on anything. It was just like, it said that word, and so that word means this, and this has to be like that. And if you don't believe it, you're not a Christian. And it was not good, in my opinion.
Okay,
and
but that's just
Genesis
one guy at Liberty University can't.
But that's what they promote. Like, that's their thing. That's what they want.
Is that what they
believe.
promote, or is that what gravitated towards
No,
it?
I've
Like,
seen
there's the
Ken
one guy
Ham.
that's the there's the one guy that's the geneticist who's got his PhD and is doing really interesting studies, even on who were the people in North America.
Maybe it's Ken Ham then that I'm specifically ranking here.
Okay.
But granted, I've only seen a couple of things from them, but not impressed. D tier, personally.
Really?
All right, now we have our last guy, Mr. Drumroll, Trent
Horn.
And this is S. It's easy.
Okay.
This is S tier.
Okay.
So the S tier is Trent, Gavin, and Inspiring Philosophy.
Well, you got to put him there so I can put him up on the screen.
He's there.
Oh, it
Yeah, if
didn't.
you refresh.
There it is.
Ding.
Now I had to refresh a second time.
There we
go.
Really solid research, very charitable. You will learn about Catholicism, great debunks, He throws little memes in there that are very timely and funny. The production quality has gone up a ton the past 2 years.
His video, "You Can Be Based and Still Go to Hell," I think is a phenomenal video.
Mm-hmm.
That's like evergreen.
Yep. Yeah, he's got some classics in there. And he has started sending out scripts to the people he disagrees with. So actually, just 2 weeks ago, he sent a script out to Jacob Hanson about Mormons being atheists. And he actually disagrees with one Joe Heschmeyer, who's also on this list and has been featured recently in a Ward Radio live stream. And yeah, and he sends it out to Jacob Hanson to fact check it before putting the video out and recording it.
Wow, interesting.
So, and breaking news, that's an upcoming video with Trent Horn. It's not out yet. I don't know when it will come out, but yeah. So he's S tier. It's great stuff. It's great stuff.
Wow. Okay, look, the thing that I feel best about is that, there still needs to be like two, like there needs to be like F, it should be F through L tier. You know what I'm saying? Like Mark Driscoll just needs to be so far down there.
Well, here, we'll do like the mathematic notation thing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Now if you hit refresh.
If I hit refresh.
So that's like the ...
Yes.
And then at the end of the series,
that's
it's Outer
good.
Darkness with Mark Driscoll.
Yeah.
How's
yeah.
that? That's
I
good?
feel much, much better about this. Now, what are some trends that we notice? I actually find something very interesting, that Catholics are dominating the A and the S tier.
Well, actually, so
almost completely, except for Mike Jones and Gavin Ortlund.
But those are the other two S tier guys.
Oh, wait, no, you're right. That's Alex O'Connor. That's an atheist there. Wait, no. 3 of the 5 top. So, yeah, so
3 of
the majority, the 3 out of 5.
Half of the S and A tiers are Catholics.
Yeah. In fact, there's only one in the group that's not A tier, and it's really just because his production value is lower.
I'd say the content for Trent and Matt is higher than for Joe.
Okay, sure.
I would say.
Okay. All right,
But,
awesome.
Yeah.
So
it is true. B and C is, well, C specifically is all Protestants. And I guess so is D and Outer Darkness.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's fair that you give the Answers in Genesis guys D tier. They have very high production value. They're committed people. Like, got to show them some love.
But like in terms of information, I just don't think scriptural fundamentalism and kind of conspiracy theology is of value to the LDS listener. And you'd be better served with anybody higher up on that list.
Okay. Okay, fine. You win. It's your list. You get to do what you want with it. Last
yeah, you
questions.
can't change it all. I have it over
I know.
here.
I was about to say I can't do anything with it. I can't fight you. So here we go, really fast. Got one last super chat that we have to address here. Not Your Average Joe says, statistics and tier. You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. Seriously. Though, love the list and why. Thanks, Luke. So statistics and tier. No, I said the statistician in me demands a bell curve. I want to see that bell curve. Why? Because the bell curve is beautiful. It's mostly aesthetic. So anyway, I do not think it means what you think it means. Great Princess Bride quote. And then seriously, though, love the list and why. Thanks, Luke. Okay, well, thank you very much. This episode is sponsored, apparently, by Not Your Average Joe. He's given us 3 super chats today.
Why, thank you.
Shout out Not Your Average Joe. He is definitely not your average super chatter. So, yeah, well, this was fun, bro. This was fun. How was your Sunday? What's it like going to church with us? Here in Los Angeles. Is it different than your home ward?
Oh, yeah. It's way different.
How so?
It's smaller. Well, particularly your ward, because that's the only reference that I have. It's smaller. It's older.
Boomers everywhere. We gonna boom, boom, boom in L.A.
The building is older, but I do have some love in my heart for the classic old LDS buildings. That's what I went to seminary in with joy. and that's kind of where we got to know
Oh
each
yeah,
other.
because you grew up in California.
It was in the primary room of one of those like built in the 60s Latter-day Saint chapels, with like this all the stones behind the podium in the front.
Now you're feeling it.
Yep, in the chapel. Yep, so we had that, the stage
Yeah.
with the doors underneath and all that jazz.
Boom.
That was
shakalaka.
our chapel, and that's where we sort of got to know each other more. So love in my heart for that. But it is, I'm in one of these like newer chapels. Everything's white and cream.
Didn't you sleep with Joy in seminary?
Yeah, as a joke. Yes.
Yeah.
There was a few times that both of us were sleeping at the same time, and so we technically did sleep together in seminary. And that was part of how we met and got to know each other. I
stole the joke I heard when I met you. So, all right, that is funny. So you noticed a little bit older.
I would, maybe it's just because I'm new to it, so I haven't gone to know everybody. Well, not that I'm moving into your ward or anything, but I've just been a visitor a few times. It's more eclectic, Not that everybody's the same in my ward or my stake. There's lots of variety between people. Travis Anderson actually goes to church in my building.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. But I guess there's just a lot more of like that Latter-day Saint family with 4 kids in my ward. There's like multiple family with 2 or 3, 4 younger kids stage of life.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful feeling when you feel like you're surrounded by, laughter of children, young families, excitably trying to get their kids involved in, the scripture, scout camp. There's a positive energy. It's like humans have an electricity about them. And the more energy that's bouncing off, the kind of more fun of environment it is. I like living in the city. I like being in big wards where there's lots of people and there's a lot of buzz. That's just a little bit more kind of my style, right? As long as I got a library I can retreat to and just read in, right?
Well, libraries aren't really a thing in the new buildings.
No, I just mean like a proverbial library.
Oh, a proverbial library.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay, cool. Well, what you got now? What you got? What you working on now, bro? I mean, now we got the S tier over with, and we figured all this out. Where do Mormons fit in all of this? Like, I'm curious. It seems like they've taken a fascination. They've taken a fascination with Jacob Hanson. So you got a lot of
and that's
these
part
guys trying to debate Jacob Hanson. Hayden Carroll's starting to make some moves.
So on this list, even just at this conference we were just at, we've now met all of the S tier people. Mm-hmm. I have met all but one of the A tier people.
Yeah.
But Jacob has met him. So Jacob's met all the S tier, all the A tier. The B tier, I have met all of them. I've met all of the B tier and almost all the C tier except for Cliff Knechtle.
No.
Yeah, so we're kind of in it. We're kind of like we've reached the top basically.
Yeah. We got to get these guys on
Christian
Ward
YouTube.
Radio.
But in terms of in front of the camera,
I told God Logic, I literally said, "Bro, you're welcome to come on my show, but I demand you bring your wife." When he was debating Jacob Hanson, true or not true, that audience, it was like Jacob versus God Logic and the audience.
Oh, yeah.
And there was like 3 or 4 very outspoken voices behind me to my left, okay, which would have been God Logic's stage right. And I turned around and I saw who it was. And I wasn't sure exactly who it was. But boy, let me tell you, the Black Church showed up for God Logic, baby. And they delivered. Like every time there was an amen or a hallelujah, or every time there was like, she literally said, "Oh, no, he didn't." Just like whenever Jacob Hanson would say, "Okay, so Avery is going to say, 'Oh, no, he won't.'" Like, there was so much outspokenness going on, which anybody that's familiar with debates know that's usually taboo in a debate. The audience is supposed to be kind of stone cold silent. But Ruslan did not do a good job of explaining that, as well as like Cameron Bertuzzi did a good job of explaining that. So the audience didn't know, and and also God Logic opened with practically a sermon instead of necessarily a debate intro. And he's so dang charismatic. How can you not reciprocate that, right? Mm-hmm. So after it was done, I got up and I was surveying the crowd and I was seeing who was like calling out. And when I went up to God Logic after the debate, once he'd been done saying hi to all his fans and stuff, I said, "Bro, you did awesome. I thought this was great. I thought this was less than great. But I was like, who were these people? I found out it was his mother and his wife. And I was like, you need to bring them on my show. I am almost more excited to have them than you. Let me tell you, if Jesus Christ advocates for me before the Father half as well as your wife advocated for you during that debate, like we're going to be just fine. It was such a riot watching that. Does he preach? Does he preach? Yeah. Does God Logic preach? Or is he just a YouTuber?
Has any pastoral capacity in any church? I don't think so.
Because he would be a fun pastor to listen to. Like, you got to admit, would he not be fun? And imagine if his entourage were in the audience, just like cheering him on. I would want to be there.
Do you consider Jeffrey R. Holland to be a fun speaker?
Fun, but restrained by the correlated culture of the church. I think it would be a lot more fun in kind of a free-form environment.
I think you just put a lot of value on fun and entertainment.
Of course. Of course yeah. I do. So, it's part of the ethos of Word Radios. We have fun. A lot of people just like hanging out with us. There's a lot of people here in the live stream. They're just like, you know what? This is awesome. I've been told, actually, something that Jacob told me once. He said, one of the most important things that Word Radio does, and I didn't really realize this because to me it just kind of comes naturally. I'm a casual fellow.
Community.
But he said, I've gotten lots of commentary from people that have found my comment on Word Radio. And one of them said, I live in an area where there's just not a lot of members.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously nothing beats actual real world community. Digital community is never the same as real world community. But he says there's not a lot of members where I live. And I do have, friends that I can hang out and whatnot with. But it's like, it's so nice when you just like find your people that you vibe with. And in a place where there's not a lot of members, he really appreciates just being able to like hang out with Mormons in the chat, on the live stream, so on and so forth. And I think that's one of the things that we have many flaws here at Ward Radio. But one of the strengths that I think that we have is creating community. And so at least that's one of the things I strive to do. So yeah, I'll continue to try it and hopefully make that bigger. In fact, with that said, we have some big events coming up. Everybody, y'all need to mark your calendars. I don't have the graphic for this yet, but please mark your calendars for Good Friday in Salt Lake City. We are going to have a general conference eve party. There will be, actually I shouldn't say party, it's going to be an event where there's going to be kind of a little summit of influencers. Me and Jared Halverson are going to speak on peacemaking versus peacekeeping. And then we actually want to have a little bit of an influencer summit where you guys get to meet your favorite influencers at the event and talk with them. We'll probably do some kind of live podcast recording, somewhat Kill Tony style. So we hope that it's going to be a fun event and that you guys will join us. You're going to be receiving information on that very shortly, but yes, that is incoming. So please mark your calendars for that because yes, doing live events is definitely going to be a thing of the future here at Ward Radio. So, all right, anything else you want to say before we jam? We only have 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. Any other super chats we got to get to before we go?
That's a good question. I have not looked at
Let's check it out right here.
I do not believe so.
Okay. Well, we got 60 seconds for any last super chats before we go. Other than that, I guess we're just going to give a little bit of a shout out here to everybody who's been supportive of the channel. If you guys want to support the channel, please consider a generous contribution through Zelle or through Venmo. We're almost done with our complete and total transformation to a 501c3 though. So those are actually going to be going away and get changed pretty soon. Also, if you guys want to support the channel, please make sure that you guys purchase your merch on the Ward Radio website. You can get the popular War in Heaven veteran hat, or you guys can buy a shirt at wardradio.com. Those are all available as well. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, none other than Go and Do Travel, as well as One Angel Studios. Angel Studios is actually a streaming platform with a guild that votes on whether or not the content is family friendly and appropriate to amplify light and you can find them on your own streaming platform. If you want information on Angel Studios, you can actually visit just angel.com. In fact, that was the t-shirt that I was wearing. I was surprised how many people at the Christian conference did not recognize Angel Studios.
Or maybe it was just
or
such
thought
a
I worked
common-
for them.
I was going to say, or maybe it was just such a common thing to see.
Yeah,
that they
everybody
didn't even
came
really
up to me.
comment on it.
Everybody that recognized it came up to me thinking that I worked for them.
Well, I mean, yeah, because you were holding like a camera and stuff all the time.
They thought that I was an
Yeah.
employee, and they'd say, "I'd like to thank you for what you're doing today." And at first, I was like, "Are they talking Ward Radio?" Oh no, I'm wearing my Angel Studio shirt. Okay, yes, Goliath
A
or
couple of
David
them
was
were-
great, wasn't it?
A
You
couple
know,
of them
it's-
were Ward Radio fans, though.
Yeah, it was hard to tell if
like
people
3.
were like Ward Radio fans or if they were Angel Studios
Mm-hmm.
fans. You know, so that was actually really kind of funny. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. If you want to support the channel, please make sure you guys check us out at wardradio.com. Luke, where can people find you?
Mostly on Twitter at Luke F. Han, and I just posted the tier list on there
Oh,
for
okay.
everybody's enjoyment and consumption.
Okay.
I guess
well,
you could say.
it's been real and it's been fun. And it's been real fun for this and more. Please make sure you guys check us out at wardradio.com.
I built a rocket in my basement. I'm gonna fly it to the moon.